Hi, welcome to this week's weekly vlog. It's been a really busy week in Parliament. We've been working our way through the sort of estimates debates this week, which is just a sort of annual thing where we confirm the expenditure for each department. But within that, there's been a couple of sort of things going on. Brexit, obviously, as I record this, the cabinet are all locked away in checkers, coming up with the deal that we're going to pursue from the EU. Look, I'm clear that by tonight, when they all get in their cars to go home, they've either resigned from the cabinet because they don't agree with the deal that the government's agreed on, or they then stick by what's been agreed and we just get on with this rather than this constant bickering between cabinet ministers, which frankly is just holding the country back. The other thing that's been going on this week is lots of sort of discussion in Westminster about whether we want to be a tier 1 nation in terms of our defence expenditure. And, you know, there's a debate about what that looks like now. You know, the cyber threat is emerging, the stuff in space, stuff under the sea, and actually do we need less tanks, less warplanes, but more cyber capability, and does all of that still constitute a tier 1 capability? I'm clear that what tier 1 means is the ability to take on any enemy in any theatre, pretty much of our own doing. And I think that means that we need probably to increase our spending on defence in order to be able to maintain that sort of force. Back down in Somerset, it's been a really good 24 hours or so. Last night I went to a really interesting conference in Bristol with lots of the region's universities and companies involved in tidal energy, and was just fascinated to hear about a lot of the work they're doing, not just the lagoons which have dominated the news, but actually all sorts of other things. And so really interesting to hear about all the opportunities with tidal that are being developed by companies and universities within our region. And then today, first thing this morning, I was in Axbridge meeting with local councillors, talking about the junction at Townsend that we need to get sorted after those accidents recently, and also the cross junction on the A38. From there went to a meeting with Western Hospice Care, hear about the amazing things that they do looking after people as they come towards the end of their life. And then here to Dulcet, where I've been hosted by Somerset Waste Partnership, learning all about sort of the way that the recycling system works in Somerset. Lots of good things going on here, lots of people recycling stuff from their gardens and their homes, but the big thing is the arrival of these skips, and I know there's one in Cheddar as well, where you can recycle at last food packaging, plastic tubs, pots, trays, and it's great to see that is now here. And what's even more heartening is this skip was emptied this morning. I won't show you inside, but already just in a few hours, the number of people that have come and dropped off all of their food packaging just goes to show that change is genuinely coming in terms of the way people are getting rid of their plastics. Later today, looking forward to my surgery in Glastonbury this afternoon, and then the Pretty Folk Festival tonight, and the naming of a new rowing boat for the Burnham-on-Sea Rowing Club tomorrow on the beach, before cheering on England to what I'm sure is going to be a 3-0 victory against Sweden tomorrow afternoon. That's enough from me. Great to see you more next week.